This is the Dream SMP, which is still up to date, the most famous survival multiplayer server on the YouTube platform. It only exists 1 year, and this is what it has become. But let's begin at the start. First, George and Dream joined the server. They entered to Nether at 22 minutes and 17 seconds at the coordinates 185 and minus 242. They enter a bastion where they find one netherite ingot, which has a chance of 42.1% to spawn, and they both die at the bastion a few times. They begin building a house in the middle of a lake. After they breed the pink sheep, Callahan and Sapnap join the SMP. The next stream, Alyssa and Sam join. Dream, Sapnap, and George find a snow village and starts a raid. Then they catch a fish in the wheat farm and give it the name Beckison. And it was officially the first pet on the Dream SMP. We skip 3 streams now because nothing really happened, and we are now on the 7th stream of the Dream SMP. And Mars the fish was born. When Dream explored the ice biome, his parrot sadly suffocated in an ice block, and he placed its grave on top of that same ice block, saying "Rip the Dream Parrot." Later they make a box where the nether portal is, and that's where later all the cobblestone paths align. Blackstone stairs to their portal in the overworld, where Dream also completely terraformed the whole mountain away. On the 11th stream, Punk joins. At the 12th stream, 2 big houses were built and the bamboo farm was also built. While Bad Boy Halo first logged on
Blue Premium Bond.
the 13th stream, they made a to-do list. Then they started fishing and building the court's house. A stream later, George borrowed Sapnap's horse, and Sapnap killed both George and his horse, putting him in trial in court. Everyone voted guilty, and he was thrown into the lava. Tried to escape, but Bad Boy Halo shot him. Then George was put on trial for stealing the horse in the first place. Bad Boy Halo voted not guilty, but Callahan flicked the lever, killing George. And Callahan wasn't put on trial. Dream just threw him into the lava. And many more useless trials after that. Multiple women paths from their house to the south, west, north, and east were made in the 16th stream. In the next, the Watchtower, the 20th stream. Pong grieved George's house, so George sets his lemon tree on fire. And when he starts to set his big tree on fire, Pong joins, and George goes berserk on his big tree and burns it completely. The next stream was from Tommy Innit. He just joined the server and made a conflict with Dream, and broke completely every rule they invented on the server, and was banned shortly after.
Please, man. Twitter block next. Fuck. Okay.
Punk made his lemon tree and Tommy made his dirt house.
3 days later.
Puns, Fundy, Purpled, and Tubbo joined the server. The next day, Sapnap tried to burn Ponk's new tree. The puns saved it with water, only leaving a bit of damage. July 10th, 2020. They 2v1 Dream and won. Then Dream murdered them both shortly after. He stole the stuff and his discs. He confronts Dream. He's willing to give his stuff back unless
In the discs.
starting the first war on the Dream SMP, the Disc Saga, which was 6 months long. I'm not gonna explain the whole Disc Saga because it's full of Dream has a disc or Tommy has the disc. All I'm gonna say is Tommy retrieved the discs back to his own, and Dream is now locked up in Pandora's vault. 12th of July 2020. Wilbur joins. 31st of July. The hot dog van has just been built, so they can brew medicine and conspire to claim independence from the server. They came up with names like Manburg or Mantopia, but they went the European way and made it Lamanburg. They began with a border made from yellow and black concrete, where they made the Declaration of Independence, where Dream comes invisible in the van. He drops a book to Wilbur, which was named A Declaration of War against the nation of Lamanburg, which includes Wilbur, Tommy, Tubbo, Arette, and Fundy. Another day in the Dream SMP, and Tommy builds his legal fight club. Well, 5th of August, it said they had
Look at us walking.
a bunker full of stuff. He brought them there and betrayed them. He thought the revolution was.
It was never meant to be.
The Dream Team went into the borders and would fire TNT in their borders as a punishment. But the members of Lamanburg stood for their pride and said
If we get no revolution, then we want nothing. We would rather die than give in to you and join your SMP dream.
they thought that it meant nothing if they lit one piece of TNT. Oh, but if they knew. There was more TNT underneath and blew up most of their land and almost blew up the Declaration of Independence. Wilbur told Tommy to stay calm and don't do anything stupid while they go talk to Dream. But Tommy did the one thing Wilbur said not to do and challenged Dream to a duel 1v1 bow half a hearts.
If you win, you can have independence. If you lose, you don't get independence, and I get mellow high.
The disc.
Even after all of this, the Dream won. But Tommy said if they got Lamanburg's independence, he would give both Malahai and Cat. And Dream agreed. The next kind of big thing happening was the Railway War. And it's basically a tiny war with only Dream and Tommy. Cause Tommy hit Dream with a minecart, killing him. Tommy stole Dream's stuff.
Get all of his stuff and then let's not give it back.
Tommy tries to offer him all of his stuff for the discs. Dream doesn't accept this offer. Cause he said he could easily replace his stuff. Dream kills Tommy's horse, and Tommy gives him all of his stuff back. After that, Sapnap accidentally killed Nicky's fox, Fungi, and Fundy's Enderman. They both wanted revenge, so Tommy stole Sapnap's fish, Mars, and Beckerson. in the name of Nikki. And also Fundy teamed up with Nikki and Tommy. And Nikki killed Sapnap's pet fox Sketches. Sapnap didn't respect Nikki after knowing what they did with his fish and fox and blew up the grave of Nikki's fox.
I don't have time for this.
You and me,
This sucks.
1v1, equal terms, equal fight. If you win, you get everything. If I win, you skedaddle. Nikki, listen to me. I'm going to fight Sapnap. Snap dipshit. I'm gonna fight him. If I win, your animals get back, the ones that are spared, and he will never trespass Lamanburg again. If he wins, I will give everything back and I'll accept defeat.
Jay Schlatt joined the SMP. And around that time, Wilbur thought it was unfair to be autocratic and formed a democratic election where 4 participants entered. Wilbur, Quackity, Fundy, and Jay Schlatt. Wilbur was Pog 2020. Quackity was Swag 2020. Schlatt was Schlatt 2020. And Fundy was Coconut 2020. The votes were tallied on September 22nd, and the results were 45% for Pog 2020, 30% for Swag 2020, 9 for Coconut 2020, and 16 for Schlatt 2020. After Swag 2020 made an agreement with Schlatt 2020 to combine votes, which makes Schlatt 2020 win with 1%.
My first decree as the president of Lamanburg, the emperor of this great country, yes, sir,
Surely not. Will.
is to revoke
Yes,
the
sir.
citizenship of Wilbur Soot and Tommy Innes. Let's go!
And made Tubbo his vice president. He has made every citizen of Lamanburg do one job, and he wants him to find and kill both Tommy and Wilbur, which makes them run with Invis potions, and they left Lamanburg. So Tommy stole Fundy's skeleton horse and left to a little dirt bunker with Wilbur. They asked Technoblade to join the server to help them win the Exile War against Schlatt and defeat him, and continue to make their base in a ravine they later named Pogtopia. They confronted Schlatt, and Schlatt gave them access to the nation, to all of them, for 1 day. The next few days they don't do much. They finish Pogtopia and visit Henry and visit Skeppy's house. Wilbur asks Dream for TNT in an agreement to try and blow up Manberg. While Tommy tries to shoot Wilbur, Dream steps in and stops him. While Wilbur hides the TNT under the Manberg and connects it to the button, Tommy speaks to Dream's sister, giving them the following items: a piece of bedrock and a shulker box. Then, we come to the Lamanberg's festival as the next event. Tommy and Wilbur are watching from a rooftop, looking upon the festival, while Wilbur reconsiders blowing up Lamanberg. So they ask Tubbo, and he's
Bo, do you think we should blow it up?
Well, no, but you have to do
You
what you
said
have
you
to do.
told me that you think we should.
when Tubbo gives his speech, Schlatt wanted to execute his plan on Tubbo.
Tubbo,
Yeah.
I know what you've been up to.
So he traps Tubbo in a cage of yellow concrete,
Right.
Hey, Technoblade, you want to come up here for a second?
asks him to move,
Dinner, bro. You're gonna kill him.
and he shot him, also killing Schlatt and Quackity in the process. So Tommy enters to the stage, stabbing Techno twice, and then Techno murders everyone on the festival. Tommy escapes through the tunnels. The next day, Quackity betrays Schlatt and meets up with Tommy. Then something else comes in between the events. Sapnap kills Tommy's pet, George, and Tommy gave Sapnap his fish to say his final goodbyes and lets him go into the sea. Well, back to L'Manberg War. So Tommy just blocked up the Laman tree, the tree that survived the chaos caused by Sapnap, burning most of the trees down. So they had this big fight from Pogtopia versus Manberg, and later surrounded Schlatt in a dirt white van, and later dies of a severe heart attack. They announced the new president as Tubble, because Wilbur said
I also cannot be your president.
Wilbur is in the explosion chamber.
The walls, you know, that there was a special place. There was a special place where men could go and emancipate, you know. And there was definitely that special place did exist once. It did. But even with Tubbo in charge, I don't think it can exist again. I don't think it can exist again.
What are you doing?
Phil?
What are you doing? Is there? You've just won it back, Will.
Phil, I'm always so close to pressing this button, Phil. I've been here like 7 or 8 times. I've been here.
And I'm pretty sure you know the following words, but let's show him.
It was never meant to be.
And after Wilbur was stabbed by Phil, Techno spawned 2 withers and the stream ends there. Well, exactly 12 days later, Tommy burns down George's house and greases it with Ranboo. They rebuilt L'Manberg, by the way, and Tubbo is president. And Tubbo exiles Tommy, and Dream brings him away. And Tommy and Ghostbur, the ghost of Wilbur, build a little tent to live in. While the Mexican Dream gets murdered along the way by Dream, so Tommy runs away and secretly lives with Technoblade. Techno and Tommy secretly go in L'Manberg. Corpse joins the SMP. Tommy gets out of exile, and then Technoblade declared war on L'Manberg and declared a doomsday date and hour when they will attack. L'Manberg wasn't ready because they didn't have the armor nor the best fighters. And Techno fought them earlier than planned to surprise them with a whole team of dogs and only dogs. He spawns like 19 withers and Dream bombs whole Manberg with the obsidian crater from the sky. He and Tubbo fight Dream for the last time. Dream was
Neither of these are the discs. These are fake discs.
He
You
did it- he
didn't
did on the
learn.
there was this bunker on the ground in a mountain, containing all the things the Dream SMP members cared about. Dream threatens Tubbo.
To an end eventually.
No,
I just didn't think that this would be my coming to an end, if you will.
But the whole SMP goes through the nether portal standing behind them and almost kill Dream.
The acts
Wait!
of peace.
Listen, Tommy, I can bring people back to life.
The acts of peace.
He doesn't get murdered, but instead locked in a prison, not being able to escape. Well, that's all I will cover in this video. If you'd like another video like this, and if you want me to explain the Dream SMP lore, then like this video. I have one more thing to say, and that is, bye.